Every challenge in life is an opportunity in disguise. And those who dare to innovate turn the impossible into reality. Imagine a fish hatchery on the brink of collapse, with concrete walls leaking. Sounds like a nightmare, right? In this video, we are taking you behind the scenes at Shabu Farms in Kefi, Nasarrawa State, Nigeria, where Willy doesn't just patch things up, but completely overhauls the place with a state-of-the-art flow-through hatchery system. Trust me, this isn't your average DIY project. A lot went into ensuring that even the available infrastructure came in handy. But will this fairy tale have a happy ending? Will everything run smoothly once the dust settles? Stick around to find out as we dive into the highs and lows and the ultimate triumphs of revamping a dying fish hatchery into a modern marvel. My name is Dominic Iodo, and it gives me great pleasure to be your anchor. Please do well to like, subscribe and share. We're also looking forward to seeing your comments in the section below. You're welcome to our channel.
Good afternoon, Dominic.
Good afternoon, Mr. Willy.
You're welcome at Shabu Farms. I'm renovating a hatchery, which was actually done with concrete
Okay.
and with tiles and all the rest, and it was leaking, everywhere leaking. Even the fries were escaping through the leakages because fries are very, very tiny. So the man said, can you rebuild the hatchery?
Okay.
I think because we don't have always power,
Yes.
it's better I do a flow-through system, not in a recirculation system, which I normally do.
Okay.
Because I know these people cannot maintain 24/7 power. We
Interesting.
have a water storage facility. Yeah,
Okay.
it was already here,
Okay.
and it has solar. So during the day when there's sun, water will fill the tanks. But this is a solar is a pump which can also run on diesel generator.
Okay.
So you can just change over to a generator or to solar,
I get.
which is actually a good system. So from here is the water inlet for the hatchery.
I see.
But we have to do a new pipeline. I want to do a new pipeline from here to here. There's already a pipeline, but I don't want to do it because it's only 32 and I want to do 50.
Interesting.
Okay, then let's go inside. I dismantled the whole hatchery. You see the wedding? See all the rubbish I took out.
Interesting.
It was amazingly a lot, but I think I want to do, all this work. The blocks are not strong. It was all leaking. All the tanks were leaking. It was a mess.
I see.
Even the building has some issues. You see there's a crack.
Exactly.
So I said, let me not have a very big disaster. So I put
Some reinforcement.
3 columns just to support this wall, because this wall has the feeling of going out.
I get.
Yeah.
I get.
So, no, I've not built this. This is renovation, so it's different.
I understand.
Yeah.
You're trying to make the best of what you have.
I have to do the best of what I have. So here, the setup is very luxurious because it's a lot of space.
I get.
Because the water I have is just enough to run these systems. You know, in Nigeria, if I was a contractor, I'd say, I do another line.
Yes.
So I sell more to the customer.
I
But
get.
at the end of the day, I don't have enough water to run the place.
Indeed.
This system I can run with the water I have.
I get.
That's
So,
why I didn't build more tanks. So you see, this is 13 tanks. You see it here?
you say 13 tanks, meaning
13 tanks of about 1 cubic meter.
Okay.
Yeah, they are. This one is 3 white rubber of 1 cubic meter. Is for the broodstock to separate the brood from the bear.
You mean this platform, right?
This platform.
Okay.
So the tanks are not there yet.
Okay.
That one I will do next time I come. I will finish up.
I get.
Yeah. So here will be the from here will be the water supply. If I'm looking for a generator to fix the plugs in the wall.
I get.
Okay. This one is the water supply. I already did all my preparation.
Okay.
There will be a water with pipe with small holes like a shower.
Okay.
To refresh the water. To refresh the water. Then you see here, this is the outlet.
Okay.
Yeah. The outlet, but it also a drainage. Yeah.
Interesting.
And the beauty is that nothing will be over the floor. It will fall inside this pipe.
Okay.
And it goes to the gutter.
Nice one.
So the floor, everything is sloping anyway. But I will keep it clean and dry environment. Apart from the tanks, of course, they will be full with water.
So what is the capacity that you hope to achieve here?
Yeah,
the capacity
I hope to
annual.
get at least 700,000 fingerlings, not juveniles, fingerlings.
Okay.
Because if I have them at 1 gram, I can stock them to the pre-young growing, and that's outside. Those tanks are not leaking. Yeah.
Okay.
And they're big.
I guess.
So I can. So here I just grow them from egg, larvae, to 1 gram, 5 weeks time. Then they go out.
Interesting. Well, it's looking really clean, I must say.
Yeah, and you see the tanks. They're not connected to the outlet.
So,
So if I want to take the tank out, you can just take it out. Everything is loose. You can dismantle everything without any cutting or whatever. Dismantling is very easy. So cleaning is very easy.
So you call this setup a flow-through?
Yeah, flow-through hatchery.
Flow-through hatchery. It's unlike the circulatory system that you're used to building, but the tank is still the same tank, right?
Yeah. The tank is also what I use for recirculation systems. Although then I have another tank where I have my filtration material, side pump and UV. Here the water is going in and out.
No UV, nothing.
Nothing is. That's why it's called flow-through system. And here the borehole is quite good, no iron, and there's not much contamination in this area because we are in the middle of nowhere. So I don't suspect any bacterial contamination. I expect a good water here.
Hence, you don't need a UV, right?
No, because the water is clean.
Okay.
Yeah. So the calcium content is also not very high.
You tested all that already?
I tested the calcium content. They have been hatching here before, but there was always a disaster one or the other time. And then there was a lot of leakages. Oh no, Suleiman. Leakages. Then there was a problem with the borehole. So that's why I don't want to overstress the boreholes. That's why I have not so many tanks as before. Before everything was full. And they couldn't maintain it because to fill the tank was already taking them 3 or 4 hours.
I get. The tanks were too bogus.
They were too big. So now everything is compact. So it's not about the size of the tank. It's about how much water you can flow through. Yeah. People don't understand the concept of it. They think big tanks. If you have a big tank and you don't have any flushing rate, it will not grow.
Interesting. Well, this looks good. I'm looking forward to the complete setup. So I'm sure then...
Maybe when we finish this work, we can still come. Yeah?
Yes.
Hopefully when we have our machine working, we will do the water supply, we will do another video, okay?
All right, sir. Well done.
Indeed, a fully functional setup Willy and his dedicated team put up there. And just few days afterwards, the aquaculture expert ensured that fries were swimming in the hatchery, as you can see.
Okay, Dominic.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, they did this morning. Just one small female. There was not enough overclean, just like another bottle of overclean to do of overtight.
Okay.
To do another spawning with some more females. But you can see some results from that small fish. You can see if you come very close to the edge.
I see them.
You can see them. And they're eating.
3 months down the line, Willy shares his perspective on the hatchery at Kefi Road in Nasarrawa State. I am sure what is going on there right now will interest you. Let's listen to Willy.
Yesterday I went to my renovation project.
Where's that?
You know the one you went with me in cafe?
Oh, okay.
There was a flow-through system.
Yes.
With very bad tanks. All the tanks were actually leaking.
Indeed.
The building was almost collapsing.
Yes.
And the man said, "Can you renovate the building?"
Yes.
And I did the renovation project. We started on a very good note some months ago.
Yes.
I think 2-3 months ago we had good spawnings. We got also good numbers of juveniles to stock into our ponds.
Yeah.
The outgrower.
Yes.
But now today, yesterday I went to the place. I was not happy because the place was scanty. Actually, from 14 tanks, I only see 2 tanks with reasonable fish.
Jeez. What could have happened? They were robbed or what happened?
No. It's not a robbery, but we identified the problem. You know, there's always when you do spawnings of fish,
Yes.
either is a water quality problem, or it is a broodstock problem,
Okay.
or it's a combination of broodstock and water quality.
Wow.
That's what makes it very complicated. What is actually your problem? And most of the time, your problem is always multiple problems. It's like the tsunami.
Yes.
You know, when there's just wind, but there's not the moon is on the right side.
Yes.
The wind will not do any damage. But if the moon is on the wrong side, the wind is on the bad side, everything comes together. It will become a tsunami.
Indeed.
And it will be damaged.
Oh my
But
goodness.
one issue I have seen, this is really has damaged the water quality, and it was very obvious.
Oh.
You know, we have 2 boreholes.
Okay.
Our infrastructural system there is not good. We are working on boreholes, and they are driven by solar. My staff are not that experienced, and they cannot manage the water quality, the water quantity.
Yes.
So sometimes they are out of water in the night.
Okay.
When the fries are only 1 week to 2 weeks old,
Yes.
and there's no water, they will die.
Oh my
Because the water
goodness.
dripping into the system
Yes.
is giving oxygen. But now we had a very good spawning of 3 weeks old fish.
Okay.
I would say 40,000-50,000 are swimming nicely, no dropping, no problems. Overnight, they all dropped because there was a heavy rain. And this heavy rain has changed the quality of our borehole water.
Oh my goodness.
Because I went there yesterday and I saw that all the flooding is
Okay.
passing the lowest point. And where is the lowest point? Almost where the borehole is.
Goodness.
And all this flooding is coming from an area where animals like goat and cow are roaming around.
Oh my
So
word.
the water became, from crystal clear, it became whitish.
Oh my
And
goodness.
of course, it's not only the color of the water determines the quality of the water.
Yes.
But for sure, when all this surface water is going inside that borehole,
Yes.
it will change the water quality,
Certainly.
especially on bacterial matter. Because one thing with animals, all the waste on the shit and the urine
Yes.
is full with coli, especially from the shit.
Coli is
Coli
what?
bacteria.
Okay.
Yeah, and that one is not okay for fish because after the coli, there's different pathogens inside the water.
This is
So
unfortunate.
now you will say, hey, the borehole is 100 meters deep.
Yes.
So
How
can
come?
this surface water
Go all the way
inside?
down there. I was wondering. I was
Yes.
going to say that.
Yeah, but that is the problem now. You know, most people when they drill borehole,
Yes.
they don't seal the borehole. They drill the borehole,
Okay.
but you have to do sealing
Of the environment.
of that pipe with river sand. Yeah. So if your borehole is clean and there's a rain shower and your water is dirty, that means the surface water is going directly inside your borehole. Either your borehole is 100 meter or 200 meter or 300
It will not matter.
It doesn't matter. It is not sealed. Because they don't do the borehole including the sealing.
Makes a
Yeah.
lot of sense.
So this water was polluted. It was given to the fish. The next day, 95%.
Oh my
Died off.
goodness. This is a big disaster.
Yeah, so now we have.
What is the way?
That whole farm has only 10,000 pieces.
It's a huge setback.
And I told Marvelous, who's running that place, don't spawn till we have solved some issues. Because I have two boreholes, but the borehole which is giving water is the one which is prone to this flooding problem.
Yes.
And this is raining season. When the water is dirty, it will take 3 days to clean if there's no rain. And the other borehole, it doesn't give much yield.
Yes.
So now there's another thing. When you don't have water
Yes.
or not enough water, don't spawn 10 tanks. Because you know you don't have the good water to accommodate. I told to Marvelous, if the water is not good and you know you have this water,
Yes.
it's better you do spawn in 2 tanks and you keep those ones alive than to do 10 tanks. You have plenty fry and they all die.
Indeed.
This is the greediness of a Nigerian. We have to solve this water issue. So now, I'm thinking, that flooding, I have to redirect the flooding.
Away.
So around the borehole, I give it a distance of 2 meters, the radius,
Okay.
so 4 meter diameter.
Okay.
4 meter. I will do a digging of 1 meter trench. I put block fully
Into the ground.
with concrete, blocked 1 level up,
Okay.
so that the water will not go close
Close to the borehole.
borehole. Then I'm going to dig out the pipe of the borehole at least 1 meter deep, and I'm going to put fine river sand.
So the river sand will serve as a filtration or
It's
what?
like a filtration system, but it can never be as when you do it in the beginning. Because if you do that after they drill the borehole, the river sand will go deeper. You understand?
I understand.
So, you know, most Nigerians, when they do this borehole thing, they don't understand that sealing the top from the down.
Yes.
You know, a borehole water
Yes.
of 100 or 200 meters deep is water. It's ancient water. It's water maybe already 100 or 200 or 300 years there.
Actually.
It's old water.
Water trapped underneath that you're busting out now. Or
Yes,
is,
but if
does the water move?
There is a connection from top and down.
Yes.
Many people say if you drill a borehole, do it in the raining season. But actually it's this bullshit. Because rainwater should never go into your borehole.
Indeed.
You know, in Holland I have a borehole of 420 meters deep. They estimate that water even in the ice time. That water is already maybe 20,000 years old. It's there. It has never been in contact with surface water.
And the water is pure, it's healthy.
No, the water has some minerals, but it has no bacterial load.
And so the mineral concentration is not harmful to
It depends on the minerals, but it is not harmful because this one is more or less salt. Little bit salt. Salt is actually very healthy for fish. A little salt concentration is very healthy for catfish. Yeah?
Indeed.
But
So-
not for trees.
Not for trees.
That water I am taking from my Dutch borehole, from my Holland borehole,
Yes.
420 meters deep. It has changed my antibiotica consumption
Yeah.
has reduced with 80% because of just that water.
Because of the depth of the water and
Because
the
I changed
quality
the borehole from 200 meters
to
to
400.
420 meters. I spent in 2002 or 2003, I spent 35 million naira.
That's a
So
lot of money.
that borehole has made me very profitable, my farm profitable, because I didn't have much problem after I used that water. So any farm
Yes.
which has no problems, it starts with having quality water.
And so
And that is something which we don't know.
you
Like
always
any borehole you drill,
yes.
you don't know what the result will be.
So when you talk about water, I mean, you talk about location most times when you talk about siting a farm. It's not just about grow out. If you are dealing with hatchery, you still need to consider water, location of where your water is coming from.
I will tell you one thing. In some places, the water is very hard. It
Okay,
contains a lot of calcium and magnesium ions.
okay.
Now, what is the impact of calcium and magnesium?
On the fish, on the
fish.
fries now.
It is indirectly. Calcium and magnesium in the water is called hard water. Yeah? But what will happen in the pipe systems, it causes scaling. There's a word for it, it causes scaling. If you look at those pipes after 2 years, there's a mucus of 3 or 4 millimeter
Yes,
inside that pipe, black mucus.
yes.
If you have water with no calcium and magnesium,
And it
the
flows through
pipe
that.
inside is clean, even after 2 years. The pipes are not scaling, because the scaling comes from the ions which cause hardness. They precipitate on the pipe.
On the surface.
And now this layer of this rubbish,
Yes.
bacteria are growing on it. Now your fresh water is passing, carrying those bacteria inside your storage tank, causing problems for your fish. Not fish of 1 gram or 2 gram, but especially for the fry. So maybe it's not even the calcium and the magnesium, but indirectly it is the calcium and the magnesium.
Actually, because it will already affect the health.
Bacterial content. That's why you see many hatcheries when they start and everything is clean.
Yes,
They get good results.
exactly.
And when the farm gets older,
Yeah.
then the people are getting less serious about the farm
Yes.
because they think everything is easy.
Yes.
And secondly, the farm gets dirty.
Yes.
Not even the dirty they see because they don't see the inside of the pipe,
Actually,
and they get problems. And then they tell me, really, I don't know, it was working.
It was
before,
working and then it
now
stopped.
It's not working again.
that is actually the story of a lot of farms. Hence, you hardly see successful hatcheries. They start and after maybe some few years, they pack up.
Yeah, they cannot get the results as they got before.
Is there what would be a solution? Is there any solution to this?
Now we are getting to a very difficult path
Yes.
because I have not even gotten the real solution. I know when your water is very soft,
Yes.
your systems stay clean. You know, because calcium carbonate is not setting on all the pipes, on
Yes.
the glass, on the tanks.
Yes.
Everything looks like new.
Yes.
Those farms tend to be more sustainable also after some long time. So I think when we want to have a more sustainable system also after some time, those farms
Yes.
need a water purification system. Their borehole water has to be treated,
Refined for the fries.
especially for the fry, only for the fries, let me say the first 3-4 weeks. They need a special water with microfiltration to reduce the solids and the bacterial load. But and also UV, ultraviolet can also help.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, I think I have to do some tests myself
Okay.
to find out what is the solution for the long term.
Yes.
Because if I start a farm, the hardness is a little bit hard. In the
Yes.
beginning, everything will work. The problem is after some time. So how can I avoid all the dirt to accumulate, the bacterial load to accumulate? I know there's a difference also.
Yes.
Hatcheries can work on the recirculation systems,
Yes.
where there's a UV inside,
Yes.
or they work on flow-through. That one has no UV, it's just flowing water.
Just like the one that was done recently
Thank you.
for that farm.
Yes, Because if you have a recirculation system, even if the water is dirty, it doesn't come at once. Because it is even possible in the night, you don't flush.
Actually.
Because your water is recirculated and your water is okay. Because your filtration unit is taking care of it.
So
But for many people, a recirculation system is not an option. They don't have power 24/7.
okay, now I was just thinking, I don't know whether it makes any sense, but for someone who has, let's say, lives in a place where he gets the city
Council water.
Yes, city
That
council
most of
water,
the time is very good water.
because it doesn't contain magnesium carbonate.
The one here in Abuja has very low levels. And that is the one I'm using here in Aqua Garden for 5 years.
Oh,
And I never got serious problems with my fry. The only time I got problems with my fry dying after 1 week or after 2 weeks was when they cleaned the whole system. They did the renovation of all the system.
yes,
At that time the water became turbid
yes.
and I got serious problems with my fry. It had lasted for 1 month and
Wow.
then it stopped.
Wow.
And it was actually a water quality problem because my broodstock has not changed.
Yes,
After 1 month with the same broodstock, I got results again.
incredible.
So this issue if with hatching,
Yes,
somebody say hatching is very simple. Yes, if he has good water
yes.
and his water is always stable, we have this type of water in the east. You see very good water.
From the river or from their city council?
From
Streams?
the boreholes.
Oh, from the boreholes.
Some have very perfect water.
Like they don't contain any form of mineral.
No calcium, no magnesium. Very soft water.
Wow.
This Abuja middle belt is all rocky area.
Yes,
Depending on the type of rock,
you're sitting on.
if the rock contains calcium and magnesium,
Yes,
and that is very obvious it can happen,
indeed.
then
And-
automatically the water has a part of this calcium and magnesium dissolves in the water
Yes.
and becomes hard water. Hard water is a water your soap will not foam.
Exactly.
Your clothes will be hard. Yeah? It is a lot of damage.
Even to the health,
No.
if you drink
It
it.
is not for health, it's not a problem, but for washing,
Yes,
if you wash your windows with hard water, you clean your windows, when it dries up, you see
you
white.
see white. Indeed, indeed,
Then you know you have hard water.
indeed. Well, this sounds like a very,
So
very
we are challenging this part.
yes. It's indeed a difficult one, and I want to believe quite a number of our viewers watching this video, those that may have started a hatchery in the past and maybe had a challenge, do well to drop a comment
Please.
on the comment section. Let's have your thoughts about what Mr. Willy is also saying and how you find this
solutions.
the solution to
So we share our experience together.
exactly. But quite honestly, this is a major challenge. Hence, you don't see too many successful hatcheries around. And the danger of not having people produce their fries is you begin to have a situation where the parent stock is, you don't have your fries from one source, right? The danger is you go buy from different places and you end up having a situation where there's no even growth in your fishes also, right?
No, when you buy, if you have an hatchery, you start, or you have a farm,
Yes.
and you have an hatchery to produce fish for your own farm.
Yes.
You start buying outside, you can buy a lot of rubbish.
You see?
I know one hatchery now, he didn't work very fine. They're buying outside.
Yes.
Now they have fish with belly.
I don't understand.
You know, fish with belly means they're very young, but they already have a lot of egg.
What does that
fish-
mean?
People don't like fish which are they are young and premature maturation. You understand?
Wow.
That means because people don't like fish with their belly,
Yes.
you know.
They don't buy them.
And I had that problem in Ebele farm
Oh.
because we were not at some point we were not producing any of our juveniles. So one of my staff was buying them, and he bought a lot of rubbish. It was
Terrible.
already shown after 5 weeks.
Wow.
And most of those fish, after 300-400 grams, they already produce egg.
Ooh.
When a fish produces egg, they don't grow.
They mature too fast.
Yes.
And they don't
Because they
don't
put
stretch.
all the energy in egg.
Oh,
An egg is very high calorie.
yes.
So
It takes a lot.
We had a name because one of our staff, no, not staff, one of our buyers,
Yes.
he had a belly like my fish, like my fish in Ibele farm. So I call him Ibele. He didn't like it. Now I'm getting fat too. You see that? So now he said, you challenge me. I'm an Ibele fish. Now I see you're becoming an Ibele fish yourself. I said, thank you very much.
It's nice to have your perspective, Mr. Willy, on this matter. I hope that in the coming days we find a more lasting solution. I look forward to getting your updates if there are any sustainable solution for avoiding magnesium carbonate, which is a major cause of the problems in our
Calcium and
hatchery.
magnesium ions. That is calcium and magnesium carbonate.
Calcium and magnesium carbonate, they constitute that thing that leads to the
Scaling of the pipe.
the scaling of the pipe with some blackish thing.
Yes, and that also gives a lot of bacteria.
Hence your hatchery dies. It's nice to hear from you today, and let's go see some part of your farm. Actually, we are somewhere around Aqua Gardens, not exactly on the farm, and Mr. Willy loves nature, hence we are making the best use of a very lovely view around here.
Can I tell you a story about sitting under a tree?
Please do.
I will ask you a question, Dominique.
Please tell me.
Why is sitting under a tree better and cooler than sitting under a roof?
Well, because the trees would give oxygen, I want to assume. They take the carbon dioxide from outside and they are releasing oxygen. So naturally, this place is highly oxygenated compared to under a roof where there's nothing.
Okay, you make a point, but I also have another reason.
Okay?
The trees, they have a lot of leaves. Look at them.
Yes.
And trees, when they have leaves, they evaporate water. When you evaporate water,
Yes.
you're taking the heat out of the air. Evaporation consumes energy. So by evaporating water,
Yes.
you cool down the air. If this tree has no root, the leaves in 5 hours will start to become weak. These trees are evaporating water, maybe
Indeed.
100 or 200 liters.
Indeed.
Because the root system is, they say the root system of a tree is as the length of the tree. If the tree is 10 meters high, the root system is 10 meters long.
Really?
Yeah, so they take all this water, they evaporate it,
Yes.
they consume and evaporate. Evaporation takes energy, cools down air. Yeah, it's a physical thing.
Wow.
So that's why a tree is better than a roof. But everybody knows because nobody will sit under the roof
Exactly.
if they have the opportunity to sit under
Under
the
a
tree.
tree. Indeed.
A good man is sitting under the tree, where most likely he will. A good man will plant a tree.
Yes.
It's most likely he will not sit under the tree
Indeed.
for shade, because
Indeed.
the tree has time to grow and the man will be dead
By then.
before.
So most likely the guy who planted what we are enjoying right
Maybe
now.
the man is already in heaven or in hell.
Thank you so much, Mr. Willy. Thank you so much for your perspective. It's always exciting having a discussion with you. I'm sure our viewers also will be grateful for your thoughts and perspectives.
Thank you. And I want to make the last remark.
Thank you.
Please, our audience, we have so many subscribers already.
Yes.
I want you people listen to my videos and Dominic's as the anchorman, my friend and anchorman.
Yeah.
Please comment, be interactive,
Thank
learn
you.
together and get better.
Thank you so much. Thank
Be
you.
honorable is one of the people in one video always say, and be honorable.
Indeed. Indeed. Thank you so much, sir.
As you may already know, life is an unending series of challenges, and triumph belongs to those who persevere in their quest for solutions. For successful fish farmers, overcoming obstacles like these is essential to maintaining true success.